Hello my darlings, today we're going to be unraveling yet another intimate, sacred, personal, in some way, topic, which is women in goth and industrial and dark electro subcultures who inspired me in one way or another, whether it's the look, the music taste, the whole perception of this world, and help me to dive into this dark journey, dark movement. So let's get started. And this is just a list, not a top 10 or whatever, just list of very talented women vocalists that certainly deserve attention. And the first one is Emilie Autumn. I know you take me back, but still I think confusion. There's a lot of theater and drama both in her music and her life, unfortunately. When I first heard Affiliate, I felt completely swept away from reality with absolute no desire to come back ever again. I wanted to live inside this song, and I mean it. Although the aesthetics, the whole vibe, didn't suit me like at all. It wasn't my cup of tea. I'm not a girly girl, you know? And I knew that I would look absolutely ridiculous in this aesthetics. But Emilie Autumn's music became my personal escape in some point of my life. Her low voice really intrigued me. First of all, I myself have a pretty low, deeper kind of voice, and since I was a child, it was an insecurity of mine, and she basically helped me to accept this feature of mine, and now I'm okay with it. Thank you, Emilie. Although I kind of drifted away from her music, didn't really come back, I still appreciate her impact on me, and I can listen to just a couple of songs here and there, occasionally, very rarely. The second woman in this list is Epica Dunham, and I hope I pronounced it right. Unter Null. Unter Null was a revelation for me when I was 15 and 16 years old. I discovered this project just at the right time, at the right place. In many ways. I became so obsessed with her music, with her vibe in general. I tried to find as many photos and videos of her, but she, as far as I noticed, a very private person, which I really respect. But here I am at the age of 15, and there's she. Basically what I found, yes, so you can clearly see. She's a perfect example of how female voice can seamlessly fit into this industrial underground sound. Let's go further and classic. You know, Siouxsie Sioux, of course, Siouxsie Sioux. Should I say something? She just set a standard in goth music and in punk, and you cannot not appreciate her. It feels like I've always known her voice, and I always understood how exceptional it is. Elena Fossi from Kirlian Camera. Elena Fossi has a truly unique voice, though that could be said about literally everybody from this list. But like, her voice is incredibly charismatic, distinctive, and very captivating. And sassy. That's the feature. That's the word I was looking for. Tina Root. That's another project that wasn't exactly typical for me, but it was one of the ways I first connected with goth scene. Perhaps that's why I never bought into the idea, into the stereotype that goths only wear black. She sounds so witchy and ritualistic, yet I find her music very danceable, and she has something alluring to her voice. Debra Fogarty, Diva Destruction. I've always found her voice smooth and hypnotic, while simultaneously inviting mischief. You know, it's a character in her voice. This blend of hysterical tones and gentle transitions gave her voice this character. Diva Destruction is like, it's a project that is like a shadow in my life. She's like always here in there. Always here and there, you know. Emilie Rohn. I doubt that I did a great job in pronouncing her name. Chiasm. It's minimalistic, cold, isolated, became an instant soundtrack for my life when I was like 16 years old or something like that, 17. I just love how smooth yet raw her music is. It's slow and meditative, but still with those heavy electronic sound. Her voice is very calm and flowy and oh, I'm so bad in explanation. Okay, Lisa Gerrard, Dead Can Dance. How could I not include this woman into this list? Because her voice is pure magic. If a magic was a voice, it's Lisa Gerrard's voice. She has a rare ability, literally, to stop time with her vocals. No one else can match the instrumental part and this incredible tribal-ish mood and the vibe with her voice. Absolutely exceptional. Next two women would be for someone questionable, but I should have Simone and Sharon Adel from Epica and Within Temptation. These two bands, like, you know, with Draconian, with Tristania, and a bunch of others, this was a whole period in my life. At the age of like 13 or 14, I was very much into witchy kind of things, gothic metal, and, you know, corsets and long skirts, and I also had a long red hair. I enjoyed long walks in the cemeteries. Those are times. It just happened that their voices became something very personal to me. And I mean their earlier albums, of course, not what they do now, not a huge fan, but like still, I appreciate them, I respect them. Loreena McKennitt. Yes, she is not even close to Gothic or certainly industrial subcultures, but I should have included her into this list because this woman has a huge impact on me as a person, on my views, on my perspective. I first heard her song when I watched this movie called Mist of Avalon. I was so obsessed with this movie. My god, I fell in love into this Wicca situation before it became a trendy thing back in the days. Although I didn't have a proper internet or proper source of information, I still had like my own idea of what Wicca is, paganism, and etc. So Loreena McKennitt wrote a main soundtrack for this movie, and it's one of the most magical songs I've ever heard in my entire life. I still am very much obsessed with this one and basically everything she does and she did. I would give my kidney just to hear her performing live. I mean it. I have a place for honorable mentions, which are Wendy Yanko from Flashfield and Elizabeth Fraser from Cocteau Twins. These amazing vocalists are not in my list just because I opened them very late, unfortunately. Just so you know, I didn't have literally anybody who would help me with music. I basically two people guided me into like this industrial and dark electro subculture, but in terms of goth, especially trad goth thing, it came very late for me. By late I mean 17 or 18, but I still very much appreciate these two women, although they didn't have a huge impact on me, but they have extremely beautiful voices. I know probably you have a bunch of your favorite vocalists that I didn't mention here, and you maybe feel offended by that, but it's me, it's my life, it's who I am, and I'm very proud of this list, actually, yes. I would like to know, who would you include into this list, into your list, let's put it like that, because it's my personal list. Who would you put into your list of female goth and industrial vocalists that inspired you and made you who you are? See you in my next video. Bye! By the way, it's like literally 35 degrees Celsius outside, but I still lightened my candle because I thought it would look pretty. It's so hot. I know how hard it could be to keep believing in me.